Welcome back to Town Meeting, Episode 2, Witches, Warlocks, and Disney Nostalgia, talking about the Halloweentown and Halloweentown 2 movies. With me today will be brother-in-law Zachary, wave at the people, Zachary, and my sister Millie, wave at the people, Millie. Enjoy!
Why are you so obsessed with Halloween? Halloween is cool.
Hi, I'm Steve.
Hi, I'm Millie.
Hi, I'm Zach.
All right, today we're going to be talking about Halloweentown and Halloweentown 2. I'll edit that a little bit. But anyways, growing up, I grew up with these two movies specifically. They were kind of my introduction to horror, if you will, before actually watching scary movies. But the reason I ended up watching Halloweentown, I had a bad childhood, but I had this neighbor. Again, before I met Millie. I can see on your face. Millie is me. No. No, before I met the Hollemans, I had a rough home life. And I had this neighbor whose dad was a cop. There was a feeling of safety at their house. And I don't know, I'd go over there every so often after school and just kind of hang out when things were real rough at home. And one day she answers the door and she goes, "I can't talk. Halloweentown is on." I was like, hold on. Like literally, I remember I put my hand up. I was like, hold on. What's that?
Yeah.
And she let me come in for a second because normally I couldn't go in their house. She let me come in for a second. She showed me a little bit of it. I immediately ran home to watch it. Like, not kidding. I think I probably fell because I'm clumsy. Fell running home because I loved Halloween. Halloween always been my favorite holiday. Yes, more than Christmas, Robin. My father-in-law. He's a Christmas nut. Anyways, so with Halloween being my favorite, finding out that there was a movie about Halloween in a town, that's all I knew about it, was that and the little, I think the first scene I ever saw was Benny, when they first meet Benny. It was the first scene I was like, oh, I'm hooked already, don't matter, I left. And I went home to watch it. Anyways, loved the movie ever since. Always got so excited, and then that kind of ended up my introduction into horror, and horror ended up later on becoming my favorite genre. And then of course the sequel came out, and I was at that. I was so big into when a sequel would come out. Like whether it was the Star Wars prequels or The Mummy Returns, Halloweentown 2, I was always so excited. And of course Halloweentown 2 came out. I remember liking it when I was a kid. I kind of appreciate it more now because it's darker than the first one. But so that's kind of my relationship with the movie. With these movies? What about you guys?
So these movies kind of like were a calendar marker for me. I would always go and watch them at Grandma's house, our grandmother. Rest in peace. But yeah, so like.
That's me.
So at our house it was always PBS, and we didn't really have Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, so that was the only place I could go watch those kind of things. And I would like go to her house and say, "Hey, Grandma," she'd give me some kind of snack, and I'd run to the back room and start watching Disney Channel or Nickelodeon. And these movies were kind of like the kickoff of the bird months, like September, October, November, December.
Yeah.
Like I knew, like when the like they brought out that commercial and they brought out all those things, I was like, I would get so excited and so like, oh my goodness, my time is here. Like I would get a big bag of popcorn and just sit there and watch these movies, and it was just so comforting and just like kind of just like the start of those comforting months. So that's where I started watching them.
Alright, well I clearly don't have as exciting backstory as this. Is mostly just growing up watching Disney Channel and just hey, this is another movie that came on.
Yeah.
It was just like every other Disney Channel original movie. Every Friday at 7, you make sure you were there to watch the premiere. But other than that, I don't have a huge backstory behind this.
Oh. Well, I mean that's okay. Yeah. We didn't all have cool childhoods. No, I'm just kidding. I clearly already said mine wasn't the greatest. But anyways, okay. So we're just gonna go over some quick overviews, and then we're gonna dive into both movies. So Halloweentown was released as a Disney Channel original. It was actually their 4th original they ever made. It came out in 1998. Follows Marnie Piper, a 13-year-old girl who discovers that she comes from a family of witches. Against her strict mother's wishes, Marnie and her younger siblings secretly follow their grandmother Aggie to Halloweentown, a magical place with supernatural beings living apart from humans. Okay. It was directed by the names. Dwayne Dunham. I'm so bad with names. Dwayne Dunham. Anyways, it was filmed in St. Helens, Oregon, and the cast, we had Marnie, Dylan, Sophie, Mom, or Gwen, Grandma Aggie, Luke, Benny, and Calabar. There's so many other actors. I only wanted to talk about these people. there was, it would take 14 or 15 minutes if I actually sat down there's because the grandma's friend that she meet, all these different characters, the bat or whatever, his Calabar's assistant, come on. Yeah. The cast list is really big for a Disney Channel original, low budget movie. But anyways, Marnie, played by Kimberly J. Brown, she's best known for the first 3 Halloween Towns. Stephen King's Rose Red, that's probably what she's most known for outside of this. But for me, I really know her from an episode of SVU, and then she's in another Disney Channel original called Quince that I was obsessed with whenever I was growing up. I always wanted to be an older sibling. I was the youngest in my biological family. Calm down. I'm getting there. I always wanted to be an older sibling, and she yes, there's the hoopla of she has 5 quintuplets. Her mom has 5 quintuplets. So she has 5 little siblings all of a sudden. But I was obsessed with wanting something like that to happen to me where I was just an older brother. Then eventually it ended up happening when I got adopted by the Hollomans, being Millie and Jillian's older brother. Even though I was technically the baby of that family, if you think about it. So I was in there last, right? Anyways.
Still a middle child, so.
My place didn't change, bro. You got Dylan, who is played by Joey Zimmerman. He has a career as a low-budget actor, mostly known for the Halloweentown franchise. I think, unless I read it wrong, he's the only one that's in every movie besides the grandmother.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's the only continuous character played by the same actor. The mom might be, but I'm not 100% sure. I wish I would look deeper into that. But he's for sure in all of them.
I don't think the mom's in the 4th one.
It's been so long since I've watched the other 2. Anyways, you got Sophie, who plays the youngest child, played by Emily Roeske? Roeske? Roeske?
You should have asked Google.
Emily Roski.
Roski? Anyways, we're probably butchering it. It's fine. She won't see this video.
No, that attitude.
She's
Yeah.
on.
What up, girl?
Tell us in the comments how to pronounce her name.
She's only known for the first 2 Halloween Towns. Then you got Mom, or Gwen. She was played by the April O'Neil, but her real name is Judith Hogue. April O'Neil from the... Yes. Yeah. Did you know that was her?
I guess not.
You did? Come on, bro.
I guess I didn't think about it.
That's why I pointed at you. Now it looks silly.
I was like,
I
I don't know
kidding.
what
I knew Millie probably didn't know.
Okay, first of all, I didn't.
Yeah. I assume that if Eldon was here, he would know if he had watched these movies with us. But anyways, then you have
him watching any of these movies.
no. I'm saying if he had done this episode with us and then watched the movies before the episode.
Like I don't remember him ever talking about Halloweentown ever.
No, he watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I watched it several times with him. Only times I'd ever seen those movies were watching them with Eldon.
Yeah.
But anyways, Grandma Aggie, who's played by Debbie Reynolds, best known for Singing in the Rain and Unsinkable Molly Brown. I know her best for these movies, but she's also famously the mother of Princess Leia herself, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, so we need to make this the late, great Debbie Reynolds.
Oh.
Yeah, she passed
Should I
away.
have said? That's right. I forgot she did.
She passed away, and then like Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher passed away like maybe a month later. If
No,
not
Carrie
sooner.
Fisher passed away first.
Oh.
I remember now. I completely whenever I was doing this research, whenever I was doing my notes for this video, I completely forgot she passed away too.
Yeah.
But then you have Luke, played by Philip Van Dyke, best known for the first two Halloweentowns. He's literally done nothing else, I don't think.
Is he related to Dick Van Dyke or?
I looked for it. I couldn't find anything that would verify that. Because that seems like such a so specific last name. Like,
Dick Van
that
Dyke,
can't be.
Is he dead? He might be
Zachary.
dead.
Is he dead?
Is he still with us?
What?
I have no idea. I wonder if he's related. I looked for it. I couldn't find anything to verify whether he was or not.
We'll cut this.
No, keep it in.
No, stuff like that's staying in.
Ah.
Then you got Benny, played by Rhino Romano. No, he's not related to Ray Romano. Was that what you were about to
I was
ask?
more focused on trying to figure out baby names, and then like looked at a rhino outside the hospital. So perfect.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Rhino. It could be.
That's
It
why you
could-
should-
hey,
That's why you shouldn't
hey.
do Noah's Ark for your nerd hospitals.
My issue with reading names, it could be Reno.
Okay.
Anything that says that they were.
You thought nepotism was all over Halloweentown, and it wasn't?
No, like that's the best part about these movies is normally there's like no names in them, so you don't even have to worry about that being in the comments. Like, oh, it's his grandpa, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then Calabar, played by Robin Thomas. I know him best from Disney's Horse Sense. Have y'all ever seen that? No?
If I did, it was
It's
like one time.
It's my favorite. It is my favorite Disney Channel original movie outside of Halloweentown.
Wow.
Halloweentown's my favorite, but Horse Sense is right up there. It might be tied with
It's
it.
very controversial.
That's very
That's
controversial.
Doesn't matter. It's my opinions.
Bring-
That is the wonder
bring
of
for the
life. We all have opinions.
We need to tell people in the comments, put down your favorite Disney Channel
Look at
movie.
the Irish, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
That is number 3.
That is one of my favorites.
That is if it was Halloweentown, Horse Sense, and then the next one, it's Luck of the Irish. I watch it every St. Patrick's Day. Anyways, he's also, so I know him best from Horse Sense, but he's also known generally from something called Mystery 101. I have no idea what that is. I think it's a TV. Anyways, Halloweentown 2, Calabar's Revenge. Story picks up 2 years after the first movie. Marnie, now more confident in her powers, travels back and forth between the human world and Halloweentown with her family. During a Halloween party, she meets a mysterious boy named Cal, who later reveals himself to be the son of Calabar. Oh, scandal. Anyways, Cal steals the Cromwell's family spell book, casts a gray spell on Halloweentown, and turning magical residents dull. I don't like how that's worded, so I'm not going to read that. Okay. At the same time, he plans to unleash monsters into the mortal world during a Halloween festival by turning high school students and faculty into monsters.
Some may make an argument that they're already monsters. Some may make an argument.
I cannot confirm or deny if I agree with you because I work in a school district as a substitute teacher. Zach, I can't believe you said that. Anyway,
At the same time.
So the cast is exactly the same as far as Marty, Dylan, Sophie, Mom, Grandma, Luke. They're all the same actors. But there's 3 new actors. Again, I'm not going to go into all, because there's probably 5 or 6, maybe 7 or 8, like new characters. I'm only going to go over 3, the ones that feature prominently in the film. Gort, played by Blue Mankuma. I looked it up. That's how Google said to say it. Blue Mankuma. He's been in countless things as a voice actor. He's best known for Tigerhawk and Tigatron. Have you heard of that? They're like, it looks like something we would have watched when we were young, like on Saturday morning. I've never heard it either. But anyways, he's known for that. Alex, who is the fake dad, he was played by Peter.
Spoilers.
The overview talks about. Anyways, the fake Alex is played by Peter Wingfield, an actor best known for a TV show called Holby City, and he's actually also an anesthesiologist, which I thought was kind of fun.
Oh, it'd be cool if he was like a botanist or something.
Yeah, bro. It took a second for me to realize what anesthesiologist was. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whenever I read that, I was like, oh, and I was like, oh wait. I was like, wait, that's not what that is. That's totally you put people to sleep for surgery and stuff.
You make that really good.
But for a second, like I was like, oh, that's. Cool. I was like, wait, no, that's done. I'm rolling. Anyways, now and then Cal, who's played by Daniel Counts, who's known for this, and he has some other small bit parts, and now he is a realtor. Okay, so
Imagine buying your house from Cal.
I know.
That would
Could you
be
imagine?
cool.
Could you imagine being married to him?
We'll
get into that later.
The contract, and he throws it up like, all right, you gotta take it from me.
You like the millennial gray look?
Dude, I hope he does that. Or at least at first. Like nowadays, he probably runs into people who've never seen Halloweentown 2, or just don't remember watching it. But I do with all of my heart hope when he first started that he did that. I doubt he did.
Yeah,
But you can't help but hope.
One of these has a better interest rate. You decide.
I will knock off 5% if you can take these from my hands.
Or you ask him like, do you like the millennial gray look?
Gray look.
Gray stuff.
Yes, man.
Explain this.
I was trying not to cackle because the audio thing is right there. Anyways,
Good excuse.
okay, so no, really.
Okay, no, I just
My laugh be loud, man.
Okay.
Jump into positives. So let's do positives for both Halloweentown and Halloweentown 2. For me, whimsical, the first one, Halloweentown. Whimsical, bright. It feels like Halloween when you're watching. Like I told you the other day, I refused to watch either movie before October 1st. But I ended up watching the first one like September 29th or something. And even though it was like earlier than October, it felt like we were in the middle of Halloween. I had these LED lights in my room that go up, or my office. I don't sleep in a separate room than my wife. I promise, we're fine.
You're like, hold
In
on.
my office, I have, which is our spare bedroom. That's probably why I said it that way. But anyways, I have these LED lights lined up in the corner. They're supposed to flash in the background, but I'll talk about that to y'all later. But anyways, I turned them orange. Like I got real into it real fast. Like it instantly felt like Halloween when I turned it back on, or turned that movie on the other day. It's silly now, but it is a good, funny Halloween movie for kids.
Yeah.
And like, even though I find it silly and some of the characters more annoying now than I did whenever I was a kid, like Marnie, oof. Anyways, hot take.
I have some hot takes about
A
lot of the main characters.
little teaser on hot takes we'll discuss later.
Yeah.
But Halloweentown 2, it's darker and I like that. Especially now as an adult, I like that it's darker. Has a bit of the same fun that the first had. Not a whole lot because of the gray spell. It kind of sucked a lot of that out of it. It's kind of the whole point of that spell too. And a decent villain for the most part. He was just too whiny. That's like the one hang up on Cal that I have, other than what we talked about earlier that we're going to talk about on here a little bit later in the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, no, your turn. Sorry.
No, you're good. So I agree with you on like the brightness of it. Like, there's not most Halloween-esque movies or horror or anything to do with like October. Like the juxtaposition between Halloweentown and those movies is that there's sun in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, I noticed that was just like, it's sunny in Halloweentown, and in most movies it's like raining, dark, cloudy.
Just a brooding feel.
Like just a brooding, like dark feel. But like Halloweentown felt like a regular hometown with just like Halloween. And like that was just, go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say, which 100% was kind of the point of Halloweentown. Not the movie itself, but like, you know, how they're separated from the real world. Like, they're just living their normal lives. Their life isn't just Halloween, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm agreeing.
Yeah, it felt like just like a sunny afternoon, like in any hometown, and like there's businesses going on. It was just so wholesome, and like wholesome Halloween, and it felt so fall. Like, yes, it's a Halloween movie, but it felt so fall, and like the things around it, and it made you feel so warm. And that's one of the positives I have about it, is that feeling. I just feel so sad that kids nowadays, like, yes, they can watch that, like on Disney Channel Plus or Disney Plus or whatever, but they're not going to experience it the way we experienced it, and they're not going to experience anything like that ever again. Because like Disney Channel is like dead, basically. Like,
You think so?
Yeah.
The TV channel?
Yeah, like I think, cause
I mean, I don't have cable, so I don't know. I just
don't
have
know.
Disney Plus,
like,
which...
didn't it say Disney, they were getting rid of Disney?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's no more Disney Channel. So kids don't get to like go home and like.
I didn't know that. I saw something that like it was being discussed. I didn't know that they did
like,
decide to get rid of it.
And we can get into this more later. It's like there's no more of that kid tween television. Like there's no more kid tween you go from Coco Melon to what adults are watching. There's no more in between.
I mean, they could always fall back on this.
Yeah, which is good. They have that, but there's nothing more being.
There's nothing new that they would be able to relate to more. Because this for sure, like their problem, the kids' problems in this movie, are problems we would have grew up with.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like a big help for some of it would have been cell phones. Like that's not in this movie. That's back in the 90s, those weren't popular. If you weren't rich. Oh, yeah, that's in the second one. I meant the first one specifically.
Yeah.
The second one though, yes, they did have the walkie-talkie, and even that quit working. Like, but kids now, they wouldn't truly understand that struggle. Like playing with a walkie-talkie and it quits working. Yeah. Like when you're playing soldiers or cops and robbers or whatever you might be doing. You know, they don't do that no more, really.
Yeah.
And so I 100% agree.
You get the privilege now of being able to pause something you don't have. Your brother yelling at you, be like, "Hey, the show's back on." You're over here sprinting,
I would literally
flips and everything.
Like during commercials, run to Mama's fridge, get me a snack, say hi, and like run back before the commercial was over.
Yeah, because they would watch they called it the middle room.
Yeah.
It's where the kids watch Disney. What about positives for Halloweentown 2?
Halloweentown 2, I feel like had a better plot. That's just my opinion. I feel like it had a better like plot, fleshed out a little bit better. I feel like the main character actually acted like the main character in this movie, and like was better as a main character, Marty. And then is there other positives? I think also a better villain in this one.
Calabar was a good villain. it's just they did the whole what I didn't like. I said in my Friday the 13th video. I don't enjoy a whodunit aspect if red herrings aren't red herring. like there has to be red herrings. For Friday the 13th, it was the mother, but other than finding out a boy drowned, there's no hints that it could possibly be a woman that's killing, especially with the POV thing that they did. It clearly looks like a man. So like throws you off completely.
Yeah, and
Whenever
it's just
you see, and so Calabar, there was like no hints that he was being nefarious,
Yeah,
except he
there's no
blew off
foreshadowing.
Aggie. He blew off Aggie a little bit. That's really it. But most mayors would do that.
yeah,
You know,
to like, oh, this old Karen. Sorry, I keep looking like old Karen. This old Karen telling me how to run the town.
this old Karen. I'm trying to.
And but yeah, and then cause
He does say, I have big plans for Halloweentown. He does say that. But again, that could mean anything. You know, like.
I would hope he has big plans for the town.
Well, in like, if you want to do the whole red herring thing, the only red herring they technically have is Luke. And
Yeah.
and that's like, there's no way. You know, because she even says he's a goblin. Goblins don't do magic. So like, it just was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of weird. It was like, oh, it's Calabar. Oh, like, I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, there's no build up, no foreshadowing, cause like, and then
I
like,
guess that's getting into my negatives too, but
I mean, yeah, and then so like the part in the second movie where she like has a throwback in her mind to when Cal gave her the rose.
yes.
She's like, oh my goodness, I should have realized after he gave me the rose. We were all like, girl, what?
Yeah.
And then so like, bam, like that was better for like a villain exposing.
Yeah. Like I said, had a decent villain. He just ends up being too whiny, and I'll get into that in my negatives in a minute. Zach, what about you for positives for either of it?
Yeah, I think it's like we've seen, like it's rewatchable.
Yeah.
I think in a lot of it, you're able to watch it as an adult, but also if you have kids, you don't have to worry about them being like, well, is this too scary?
Right.
Like, trying to watch Nightmare on Elm Street with your child is probably not the best thing to do.
Right.
But, you know, to watch a Halloweentown, you can almost consider it a kid's scary movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
And
just like a
everything.
whole this.
Disney horror.
Yeah, Disney or however we want to say it.
Although I think there's, as far as like trying to be scary, I think there's a couple of better ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But what? Oh, I forgot about Twitches.
That's not the one I was thinking of.
No,
Which one were you thinking of?
Don't look under the bed.
yeah, there it is. Don't Look
Yeah,
Under the Bed was
that.
terrifying. Like I said, this was my introduction to horror, and then
Or My Babysitter's a Vampire.
is that a Disney movie?
That's not scary though.
No, that was. I don't think that was a Disney
That's a
original.
Disney.
I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up.
Focus back on Halloween.
Anyways, all right. So negatives. What we were just talking about for Halloweentown, they beat Calabar too easily.
Yeah.
Calabar it was a weird reveal. I wouldn't call it weak, but it was weird. Like it was just most of his stuff that was supposed to be red herring was like, I mean, it's stuff mayors do. Like they'll listen to their constituents, but at the end of the day, like they have a lot that they're doing. So yes, they might blow you off, like you know, or they have big plans. Like that's not so much foreshadowing that he's the bad thing or the shadow or whatever they called him. I don't know. What were the full effects of his plan as a bad guy? We don't know. Like, he wanted to merge the worlds. He just wanted to end segregation. Like,
Okay.
he just wanted to
This
end
is,
segregation.
I
But,
read that and I have some hot takes on that.
but, at the same time, what were the full, like, was it what Cal wants to do in the second movie? Where he's, like, wanting to colonize the world and make everybody monsters? Because, I mean, that's not cool either, you know? But, I don't know, like, you don't know what the full effects of his plans are. Was he truly evil? you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't. He was using dark magic to try to get his way. Sure. Is that bad? Probably. I don't know. Magic doesn't exist like that. So
It's like, it's not fair that we have to be separated.
which
But like,
again is
he went
fair.
about it the wrong way.
Yeah, but he's going about it the wrong way. So I get that. But ultimately, they beat him too easy, and that's a problem for me. Like, I know it's a Disney movie. They had to have the
Good guys win.
they had to have the happy ending, you know. And something else about the second movie, they also beat Cal too easily. Like, he kind of just gives up.
He runs
And,
away.
well, yeah, he runs away when she gets the books from him. I think that should have been the halfway point, and Calabar should still be alive.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know how the light like scares him away earlier in the first Halloweentown, and then of course the light just kind of like, it could have been that, like on a bigger scale. It took a while for him to come back,
Yeah.
and Cal helps him come back, and he could have showed up as the big bad later in the movie after Cal runs away.
I feel like, I know we all hate redone movies, but like if they ever decided to redo these movies, I wouldn't be upset because I feel like they would have had longer filming time and a better budget now.
Mm.
Hopefully.
Well, I mean, even if it's a better budget, or if it's not a better budget, the things they can do with CGI and AI now, I think they would do a pretty good job, and then have more time to actually
And then
film.
those could be for like the new generation of kids that want to watch. Like, oh, that'd be so good. Disney do that.
Will they do it? Probably not.
Oh, that'd be so good.
All the remakes that they do, you would think they would touch on their scary stuff, but that's like the one thing they haven't really
If
touched
they
on.
like wanted to and just go back and remake all of their Disney originals, I would not be mad. I would enjoy
Just
it.
remake all the originals.
Yeah. Just like,
I mean,
no.
they're remaking everything else.
I'm saying remake everything else, remake the originals, and like have for the new generations to watch that are just like movies and shows that are kid friendly and like have good stories. And there's some negatives that they would hopefully take out. Some
We
things.
know Disney can't afford that.
We're gonna
Yeah,
touch on that.
I guess ultimately my negatives for both movies are the heroes. The heroes don't, quote, earn it. Like, Cal in the second movie gives up. He doesn't actually fight Marnie or her grandmother or any of that. He does everything like a squirmy little child in the background kind of thing. As much as I liked him as a villain, because, I mean, first of all, they were straight up with it, like, this is the bad guy. You know, like, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
They didn't do no guessing games or anything like that. But ultimately he does, I mean, he's kind of whiny at the end, like, how could you? Like, are you kidding me, bro? Just blast him. Like, you know, like, do something.
Yeah.
But he doesn't, like, I don't know. It always bugs me. Every time I watch it, the end always, like,
Yeah, I don't really like the whole hand-in thing, like, come get him, like that. I was like, what? Who wrote that?
like, literally, bro, they can't fight you right now the way that they could if they had the books. Just fight them. Like, sure, Grandmother Aggie might know certain things that you don't know, but again, he knows dark magic.
You know what'd been good is if he destroyed both books, and like in other movies, them having to like rethink about all the different spells and like rewrite them and everything.
Mm.
That'd been a good one.
Well, and then you got Luke at the end of the second movie. He'll be back. Never comes back. Like, so then you kind of think, oh, well, maybe he did die. He didn't. I looked it up. Like, he literally runs away.
Yeah.
Like, he just disappears. Because he kind of like, that's what make me have that thought about his dad. Was like, that's how they could have retconned the end of the first movie. Like, he didn't die. They just sent him away because he's the darkness.
Yeah.
But, anyways. Okay. You want to do, let's do favorite and least favorite characters
Okay.
before we do hot takes.
Okay.
Oh, Zach, did you? Oh, you said what you wanted to say, I think, didn't you?
Really?
No.
Did you go?
No,
I
I-
negatives?
No, we didn't do negatives.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Negatives.
I'm so sorry. I'll cut that out. What are your negatives?
Okay, so like my only downside of Halloweentown, the first one, is like I feel like Marnie is not a great main character. Like she doesn't act like a main character. She just
Say
acts
it
like
again for those in the back.
she just acts like a whiny teenager that's like mad at her mom. And I can get into a whole hot take in a minute about the grandma and the mom and the situation. I have opinions, and like I feel like the only reason, like she was like, oh, like I feel like it's not a good like representation of a hero to have your main like motivation be to get what you want and to disobey your mom, because I feel like that was her whole motivation throughout the movie. Well, like you didn't tell me this and I do this. It felt like it was convenient for her that, oh, Halloweentown's in trouble, so now I get to have my way. It didn't feel like an actual hero.
Yeah.
That's my annoyance for her as the main character.
That and she can't do anything.
Yeah, she can't do
Like-
anything. It's like, why do you mean you're a main character? Like you can't
Yeah.
even.
She can't do anything, but Sophie could, right, Zach?
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
And
Um,
like, I think what was my other negative? Oh, my negative for Halloweentown 2, I think was what do I have really negatives about that one? Or just I think I didn't like the ending. Yeah, I think that's it. I didn't like the ending like you did.
Yeah, I think the gray spell thing should have been a shorter part of the movie. And again, they should have brought Calabar back. I think it would have made the second one better than the first one, in my opinion. You know, as far as the overall movie, the first one would never be replaced nostalgically. But as far as the overall movie, I think the second one would be better if they had done that and made because the gray spell ends. I mean, it's just kind of monotonous and boring. Like, which again is the point of it. You know, it makes everything human-like and boring. But I don't know, like. They didn't make it a big enough problem, but then also they like stuck too long to it.
Yeah.
Like I know they had to fill out runtime and all that, but again, that's why you bring Calabar back. But anyways, Zach, what about you?
Yeah, I think honestly, both while they have good plots, I think they're very shallow in regards to like, okay, this is what's happening, especially with like the first one. Like you guys have been saying, like you don't really know the bad guy until the end, and then when they announce it, you're like, okay, cool.
He's like, okay.
Like he's a bad guy. Oh no, he's defeated. Okay, well thanks for telling me. That took a whole 5 minutes
Yeah,
to wrap up.
yeah. This cute guy shows up and is interested in Marnie, like. Obviously, that's probably going to be the bad guy. Not that there's anything wrong with Marnie,
Oh yeah.
but like, as you know what I mean, like.
Like he stole the book, the rose. Like there were so many indications that he was the bad guy. Leading up to her figuring it out. It's like I feel like it's better as any kind of mystery horror or whatever if the audience knows that the bad guy before the characters do.
But no, see, I disagree with that.
Because you're like, it's him, it's them, like run away. Like, what are you doing? Ah.
But I think it made it more interesting with regards to they knew, but they really couldn't stop them.
Yeah.
But here's the thing as well. This may be slightly hot take, but I think it's a negative. What did Cal do? He turned people gray. That's it.
Well, didn't they lose their powers as well?
Yeah, like in terms of well, that was my. I guess I should have put it in my negatives. My biggest issue with the second movie and him as a villain is what you're saying. His whole thing is to complete his father's work, revenge on the Cromwells, and then also complete what Dad was trying to do. He was trying to merge the worlds, but he wanted to close off Halloweentown and turn everybody normal, and then turn all the humans into monsters. It makes no sense.
So it's literally just been the same thing.
Which
just
whiny,
different worlds.
petulant child. You know, like basically he's Marnie from the first movie.
Yeah, and then he just.
Swap places.
And also, I'm sorry, Were there no other witches in Halloweentown? Like, was it just a
Another thought I had.
Well, thank goodness you guys showed up, and thank goodness Marnie's 13 so she can save the world now.
You know, in the first, again, we see very little of Halloweentown itself, right? But you only see one werewolf. You only see one vampire. There may not be a whole lot of different monsters. Now, I know Halloweentown High kind of throws that away because there are a lot more.
Yeah.
Because they end up in the real world or something. I don't know. It's whatever. We're not talking about that one.
You're gonna watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it eventually for a different episode. But, anyways, no, I don't know. Was there more witches? I don't know. I don't know why it was such a harping like this is the witch family. Like
yeah, they were like one of the most powerful of them all.
It makes an indication like Grandma Aggie was the one who created the separate universe. It's just a kind of a comment one of the characters says.
Like basically, she's a founding father.
Yeah, it's kind of a so I think that's kind of what it is. Like with them being such a big deal.
Oh, you're a Cromwell.
And why she's like, so it's kind of like the any small town where it's like the family is part of the like somebody's part of the founding family or one of the founding families. It might be
like
that.
Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, it might be something. It might be something like that. Like, yeah, it might be something like that. But I don't know because you don't see very much of the town because they didn't have that time. Probably didn't have that budget.
Yeah.
So, but
That would be a good movie. I would watch the heck out of that. If they just like want to go back in time and like show them creating Halloweentown, like Aggie's like younger and like them. We need to create a different spot, like them like going to war. Like that'd be a good movie, like a prequel. Yeah.
who would you cast as Aggie?
Yes. Who would you cast as Aggie? Who would you cast as like the other people? Quinn.
Would you have Gwen in there?
Ooh, how would you
That's where it kind
my
of.
daughter?
That's where it kind of
The
gets.
mom? Or whatever?
Yeah, that's where it kind of gets muddled. Is like with your whole question of were there not any other
That's
witches? Because like Calabar exists. He's a warlock. So I really think there's a throwaway line. I wish I wrote it down. I really do. There's a throwaway line in the second movie. It's either the grandma says it or something like, because it's like she's. Hold on, my thing's gonna.
No, I would take them.
Okay, go ahead.
It's kind of a throwaway with regards to
I remember what I was saying.
in the second one how they were trying to find the other book in Grog's place. Gort's?
Yes. Gort.
And they talk about how Calabar had been probably playing this 50 years. I'm like, were you just planning on failing, or like were you just?
No, so I think again, Cal was finishing what his dad started, but I think Cal was throwing a hissy fit as well, and punished Halloweentown for being willing to leave. I was thinking about that whenever we were on a little break. It might have been him punishing Halloweentown with the gray spell, turning them boring and monotonous.
Yeah.
But his dad, it's probably like his whole plan. He bought the spell book from Gort, and then eventually was going to try to steal. Why he didn't steal it when she was out of town in the first movie, I don't know. 'Cause remember, Grandma Aggie goes to visit her grandkids. Why he didn't go steal it then, I don't know. Of course, that whole point may not have been written until they wrote the second movie. But to what you're saying, I'm not trying to explain it away. I'm just saying. I mean, if you think about it in the context of he's just finishing his dad's work, then it probably was part of Calabar's plan. You know, I think that because retconning exists, so like it could just be like a big retcon.
Just in case this fails, here's the backup plan of how we're gonna do this.
Yeah, he needed Merlin's talisman. For what? I never really understood because it projects light and light hurts him. So, whatever. And also, why didn't the sun hurt him if he's in his human form at the end of the first movie? Why did the talisman hurt him, but the sun doesn't? But earlier in the movie, then that could be a filming mistake. Like they could have taken a break at some point, and like that got mixed up somehow. But like the regular sunlight hurt him when he was in his shadow form. Why didn't it hurt him as a human if Merlin's talisman can hurt him as a human, or his regular form?
Yeah.
Because I guess he's not human, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
My other issue. What was so bad when Gwen was growing up that she treated her kids the way she did and didn't want them to know that they were magic or that all that existed?
And that is going back to the prequel movie that I didn't see.
Something has to have happened, whether it was between her and Calabar or something. I don't know what, but I want to know what happened.
Plot twist.
Again, that's part of something else, I think.
Plot twist.
Gwen
is Cal's mother.
That's plot twist, but
It would be possible.
It works. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because of his age and how time works in Halloweentown versus the human world.
yeah.
It doesn't work. He would be thousands of years old as a teenager or young adult, however old he was supposed to be in the second movie. I'm going to assume he's supposed to be 16, like his character was supposed to be, or like his actor probably was.
Right.
15 or 16, however old they were in real life. I didn't look at that, but anyways.
Yeah.
Anything else, Zach? Before we go to our
I
next
found
segment?
her brother annoying.
Oh, who doesn't? That's actually part of my thing for characters in a second.
Y'all can hate me.
You like the brother? How fun. Hot take! Look, Millie, you know what's
I
funny?
feel like-
You're the first person I've ever heard say any podcast episode or anything or review that I've ever heard of this about Halloweentown has nobody ever said they like Dylan.
I feel like Dylan is funny. I feel like he makes.
He's funny.
He makes the first movie, in my opinion. He
that
has
part.
a better character arc than the main character.
Isn't that the best thing about opinions? And how people take in content?
Literally, he has the better character arc and growth than the main character in the first movie.
It's true.
I would say the second movie, they kind of like.
She's not wrong.
That's fair.
Because he's like, Halloweentown's whatever. At the end, he's saying, doing a seance with his grandma. Like,
Yeah.
or whatever. And he's like, I'm part of this family. And
And
like,
then
yeah.
And then in the second movie, he's clearly given up his chance at magic.
Yeah. And it's like, I was like, what? Why did they do that to Poe Diddle? Like, what? Like.
Well, he's supposed to be the wet blanket character. Because you got Sophie, who's like all about it, she's also whimsical and non-caring because she's 9.
Yeah.
8 or 9, however old she is. And then you got Dylan, who's a little older. And you got to have the wet blanket because Marnie's the one that's all about Halloween.
She was so annoying. Like,
We'll get into it in characters.
Okay.
We're going to save hot takes for after characters.
Okay. Back to characters.
So-
Everything I just said about Dylan.
So favorite characters. Millie's is Dylan.
Apparently.
Do you have any other
Dylan
favorites?
by a mile, apparently.
What? Dylan and
That's what you're gonna say, Gwen, aren't you?
Gwen.
The
The mom.
No, I wouldn't say like she's my favorite character. I just like
Easily top 3.
no.
I'll leave her alone. Who's your other favorite characters, Millie?
I think Sophie. It's like Dylan and Sophie are my favorite characters. And I guess like you can put Marnie in there, even though she's just I don't know what it is.
See, I have her as one of my favorite characters too for the first one.
Like I have to because she's supposed to be
She's the main character, the protagonist, but I cannot stand to listen to her talk. I know that's very contradictory to her being a favorite character. But growing up, she was my favorite character.
Yeah, growing
You know,
up,
she
she's
was,
great.
first of all, she's the big sister, and I've always thought, hey, don't signal. Don't signal to my people. I'm just
They
kidding.
have spent this entire video dogging Marnie, good favorite characters. Oh, clearly Marnie is clearly one of our favorite
You're
characters.
not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening.
No.
I
You've been
said,
talking to this entire
growing
video.
up, she was my favorite character. And let me finish. Because she was their big sister. And I looked very fondly upon my big sister growing up. So you back off.
I'm
Now,
just saying,
as an adult, she's the worst character probably in any movie I've ever watched. And I don't care what else movie
You know,
gets
go
brought
ahead,
up.
yeah. I actually put Mom in there.
I knew it!
I'm not gonna lie to at people.
Where's your notes? Number what? Number what? I'm just kidding, it's on the floor.
Literally, got Dylan.
Dylan? Oh, that's all you wrote down?
Funny
Okay.
character arc. Yeah. Better character arc than anyone in there. Because, like, Marty's character arc was like, oh, hey, my mom, don't want to listen to her. My grandma is, like, pushing all, like
Yeah,
pushing the boundaries of what my mom wants, and she's doing what I want. She's basically, I'm not going to be rude, but basically just, like, pushing her and, like, to disobeying her mom, which I know I'm going to sound like that person, but we'll get to hot takes. I'll talk about that. But like,
Well, I have a whole section where we talk about the mom and grandma.
Oh yeah, I need to talk about the mom and grandma.
But so save it for that.
But yeah.
Hold it back. Hold it
So
back.
at the end of the movie, she wasn't. The end of the movie, like she's still like most of the movie, just like being a brat to her mom, like making it quite obvious that the motivation she has to do any of this is because like she was like it was held from her and she didn't get to do any of it, and so she's doing it now and not even thinking about anything else but the fact that she gets to do this. And she at the end walks up to her mom, she's like, you're right, Mom, there's a lot I need to learn about Halloweentown. I'm like, and Mom goes, yeah. I'm like, first of all, no.
she in no way, other than getting blasted is not the right word, but like when Calabar shoots her with that power at the end,
Yeah.
like when she's trying to put the talisman in the pumpkin, at no point should that be her turning point with, oh yeah, this place is dangerous. Like, first of all, you got the skeleton, there's a lot of stuff that kind of pops up, but like whenever the bad thing is taking over Benny and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's like, at no point does she clearly begin to learn the lessons she's supposed to learn, and then she all of a sudden has learned it. It's like the mom at the end, before we get into the mom and grandma later, it's like the mom at the end, where she all of a sudden, wants to teach her magic. It's like, so you just needed to use your powers again? And all of a sudden we're back on board with your kids being magical? Like,
Yeah.
at what point, where did that turn come? Was it realizing that you like using your magic? Like, I don't...
And then the second we were going back to like, you don't need to use your magic for everything, and like not wanting her to go through for a whole year, which I completely understand. She's still a child.
Mm-hmm.
You're her mother. She's gonna be gone for a whole year.
4 years in real world time.
And 4 years in real world time. Like, that's college.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not even, like, she's barely in high school.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we've harped on Marnie enough.
yeah.
Do you have any favorite characters?
Buried her.
Do you have any favorite characters?
Sophie and the grandma.
You like the grandma?
Apparently I'm the only one that likes the grandma. I appreciated what she did in that. I mean, she did what every grandma you would want. She brought candy, brought the fun, and then left.
I mean, as
She was a grandma.
she was a grandma, and like she.
Someone had a good relationship with his grandmother. Not that we didn't, but.
But like, oh, can we cut that?
What?
Because this is gonna go on the internet, and our grandma and Granny Jane wants to see that. Can we cut that?
What are you worried about, man?
I'm just asking.
Granny Janie knows we love her.
I know.
She knows she's a good grandmother. What's your problem?
I know, but
What do you need this?
Quit stressing.
Huh?
Quit stressing. Okay.
Well, cut that.
You're not the editor.
I know.
So besides Grandma and Sophie, anybody?
I mean,
What about the second movie?
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like, for the most part, outside of the last 5 minutes of the movie, I like Cal.
Yeah.
Like, there are times where I'm like, well, how am I kind of rooting for you?
There's nothing wrong with rooting for the villain, man. I do that now. Like, watching the movies, I know I didn't think they did enough to beat them, but obviously they need to lose because, it's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I like Calabar and Cal, so.
I was never a big Calabar fan, but I also like Luke. Luke was just kind of like, I'm just here to help. Like, I can't do much, but if you need anything, let me know. He's like the ultimate best friend.
Yeah. For me, of course, I said I do have Marnie on here. Sophie, Benny always made me laugh when I was little. So I like Benny. I like the Elvis dog that's selling the brooms.
Oh
They're
yeah.
like, 5,000.
I
Like it's too much of the Elvis parody of who he was. So I mean, it's kind of like leave him alone. He's gone.
Yeah.
But he's still funny to me. I don't know. It's a funny random character in the
I
movie.
prefer Lightning Blue.
Yeah. And then my last one, I have the fat to skinny ghost. I don't know. He is always hysterical to me, because he's like just leave me alone, man. And then at the end when he's lost all his weight, and he's like freaking out.
Stereotypical.
Go find your mummy, and he says mummy, which is funny to me. Anyways, I like him. He's funny. Whimsical. I like whimsical stuff in my whimsical movies. So sue me.
Yeah, that's right.
Halloweentown 2, I love Gort. He's kind of a meh character overall, especially with the gray spell. But when he's not under the gray spell, he's hilarious. And even though
I love his voice though when he's on the gray spell. He's like, oh my. I love that voice for some reason.
ASMR for Millie, go sleep, go night night. Have him read a book. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like almost a whine to his voice. Yeah.
Welcome to Green Eggs and Ham.
Yeah. Then I had Dylan on there. I really like Dylan in the second movie.
Yeah.
He was very take charge. I gotta help my sister.
Yeah.
He was not like that in the first movie, Millie.
Character arc.
But he was funny. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And from the first movie. In the second movie, not so much funny as he's just a typical teenager because he clearly passed on his powers because he had them. We saw at the end his fingers were tingling, flickering. I don't know. Anyways, so he clearly had powers or had the ability, but he clearly gave them up in the second movie. And then I have Luke on there. I did not like Luke in the first movie. That's on my disliked characters.
I don't think you were supposed to like him.
But in the second movie, I like Luke. I think he's entertaining. I think he's very good representation of a teenager. Not a whiny teenager like she was in the first movie, but
Yeah.
just the nonsensical teenager, typical teenager. I don't really want to do that,
He's leaning on
Yeah, he's leaning on stuff.
Can you help? Look. And
Yeah. But I thought, as just a goblin, obviously as a human when he's, a dill hole in the first movie, when he's supposed to be part villain or whatever, he's awful. That's the only character I didn't like in the first movie, which you're not supposed to like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say I did like the Agatha Aggie.
Grandma Aggie?
Grandma Aggie, I would say she was very warm and gave grandma vibes and was very much
Yeah.
wish everyone wanted her to be one of their grandmas.
Everybody went to Mamaw and said, "Hey, do you got powers?"
Look at her bag, she got no. That's just face powder. Okay.
There ain't no candy in there. No. But y'all have favorite characters from the second one?
The second one, I would say I like.
I couldn't remember if you.
I like the contrast between Marnie in the first and the second is tremendous. I enjoyed Marnie watching her in the second one.
She was better in the
She
second
was
one.
better.
Honestly, that might be why I put her on my favorite for the first one. I may have meant for that to be for the second movie.
Yeah, that's accurate. And so the second one, she was more of a main character, and I felt like she had more maturity as a character, and like she was just like when she messed up, she was like, oh gosh, I'm sorry I messed up. I didn't realize Cal was a bad guy. Like she apologized, and like she was just like, it was just growth as a person and a character that made it more enjoyable to watch her like actually be the hero.
Well, see, so adding on to what you're saying, as a substitute, anybody who actually teaches, like not just subbing, but teaches teenagers, the difference between a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old, night and day. So the movies captured that perfectly.
Yeah.
Her growth that you're talking about is 100% what you would see in the growth of the average teenager.
Because like the first one is giving Bella Swan New Moon vibes. If you know, you know.
Jessica's not gonna like that. No.
Well,
She loves Twilight.
no, you love
No, I know.
Twilight.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
You
kidding.
know, you know.
Yeah, no, she knows. I'm just kidding. Alright. Zach, who'd you not like? Either movie, it doesn't matter.
I put Dylan and the mom.
Dylan and the mom?
I don't like.
I'll get into why I agree with you about the mom when we talk about the mom and grandma, but I'm gonna save that for now.
I think like the mom and everything like hindering that entire like generation and everything, and being like something may have happened a long time ago, but doesn't mean you need to hinder your children to
Right.
make their own choices, no matter how annoying they are.
Or funny.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay. Y'all want to do hot takes?
You don't do hot takes. I think I've spoken.
Or we could save hot takes for the very last. Let me see.
I think the rest of the meeting is kind of just almost just go
Yeah.
yes, no, and then do hot takes, kind of almost wrap it up almost.
Alright. So, Millie, you've been just drooling to talk about this.
Okay.
Who was right, mom or grandma?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Get your popcorn, audience.
So, when I first started watching Halloweentown the first one again, and when the grandma came over, because she can only come over once a year,
Mm-hmm.
and so like this is your one time to spend with your grandkids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it just you can, as the mom, you can see her frustration because the grandma is coming over and she has motives.
Mm-hmm.
She has an agenda. She's not coming to spend time with her grandkids. She's coming because she has a motive. She wants these kids to follow in her footsteps and become what she wants them to be, not realizing that this is my only time of the year to spend with my grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
And I can feel that frustration from the mom because she's like, Mom, I have these boundaries. I've told you 1,000 times. My boundary is I don't want Halloween for my kids because I don't want them to become a witch or a warlock or whatever. And then grandma basically just ignores all of that.
Yeah.
And just pushes her agenda on the kids constantly, no matter what the mom said. And that is the main reason that the mom and the grandma were fighting,
Mm-hmm.
is because like the grandma just continually disrespected her and her wishes. If she would have started, the grandma would have started coming over like, I want to spend time with the kids, like let's build a good relationship with them, which I think she kind of did, but instead of just like coming with motives and candy and all that, which I know she loves, but if she just like slowly like wanted to like talk, like show the mom and like, hey, like I understand you don't want this, because like you could, well, she only see her once a year, like why would you spend that time? And but then again, I can see the grandma, like I can see both sides a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma's like, well, my whole lineage is about to die.
Yeah.
Because my daughter doesn't want to pass this on, and I only have one night a year to talk to my daughter about that because I'm in Halloweentown. And so like it created a really toxic environment that when you watch as an adult, you're just like, ugh. And it was kind of unenjoyable to watch, not gonna lie, because the mom was being disrespected and like her boundaries like overthrown, and like overthrown to the point where her kids were turning against her. Like the grandma was turning her own kids, like the mom's kids, like from her. And like that is like one thing that's very toxic for a grandparent or any person in these kids' lives to do, is to turn those kids away from that parent because they have their own agenda.
Right.
And, and so like, yeah, that's my.
Zach, what about you? Who was right?
I think both are correct and incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
I think with what Billy was saying, like they have boundaries and everything that was like put up. But I just thought about this and everything. The grandma basically only had 10 days. If she can only come in Halloween, you're really not going to start doing anything magic-wise till they're 3. And she has until she's 13.
Yeah.
So basically you have 10 days.
Yeah.
The entire time to convince the mom to let her do magic and everything.
Right.
So the mom almost goes too far in that she goes, we're absolutely not doing anything. You could have said from a young age, like, hey, here's exactly what this is. We will let you decide if you want to continue doing this or not. You don't, kind of like how Dylan, he doesn't want to do it. Cool, grand.
Yeah.
Marty, 1 stew. Sophie, 1 stew. Boom, we get the opportunity. All right, cool.
But then you also think, like, they're gonna be gone for 4 whole years, and that kid is only what? How old is Marty when she did?
She's 12. She has, before the Halloween, before her, or of her, she might be 13 already.
Right, but as
Of her 13th birthday.
she,
Or her 13th year.
she's 13 because the 13th year death.
Yeah.
So like, you as a parent only have so much time with your kid before they're adults and they have their own lives and however they want, and they can only come see you when they can. And she's gonna get 4 of those years taken away.
No.
Like, I'm just
No,
saying.
she wouldn't though. She would only lose a year of Marnie's life.
Right.
But she herself would be 4 years older.
Yeah.
She'd still be gone a long time. I'm not
Yeah,
disagreeing.
like, okay. Yes, Halloweentown is spooky scary, but if you think of the logistics, like, this is like a fake story, but if you think of the logistics of it, I, like, as a parent, like, wouldn't want that for my kid either. Like, you're gonna be gone for a whole year. You're gonna be 4 years. I'm gonna lose 4 years of you. It's only gonna seem like a year. You're gonna come back a different person.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna lose all of that time with you as your mom.
Yeah.
I can completely understand the mom not wanting her to go.
Well, see, it's not letting her go. It's if you let it know to the person, like, hey, here's exactly, basically, here's your heritage, here's your lineage of exactly what is happening. Because clearly, also in the second one, we proved the portal's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because people could come and go.
Well, but they didn't know. They didn't
No,
know.
I
Because the
thought-
way Agatha had it set up originally was once a year on Earth does it open up. And so it's once every 4 years in Halloweentown.
But at the
For
end-
some reason, that's the way that she set that up.
It's in it's her own fault.
I know, but that's the poor writing of this movie, okay?
And it's like at the end of the second one, it's like, oh, they can go in and out anytime now.
Yeah, rules don't matter.
Yeah, basically like, okay, cool. The mom's like, cool, I won't lose a whole like year and 4 years of basically your age of you and stuff like that.
But you could also do like 1 year there, 1 year there, or even like, hey, for the day you can just go spend
Yeah.
time with grandma by 11:59. Come back here.
Yeah.
Oh, you would have known.
Yes,
if you
there's
had done
a
that.
there was a way to do it, but for whatever reason, something happened. Something happened that made her want to throw. Not just meeting their dad. It's more than that, because like the grandmother says, he passed away. It's unfortunate. The dad is dead. It's unfortunate. She wasn't as tactful as I'm trying to be, but he passed away. There's no reason for them to stay in the human world anymore.
Yeah.
Her kids are magical. They show signs of being magical. There's no reason to keep them there. You know, so what happened to make her want to stay there no matter what?
Mm-hmm.
But
And like
I agreed with. Oh, sorry, Millie.
No, you're good. Sorry, I agree with Zachary that the mom could have been less strict and more of like let them kind of experience Halloween and like the human world a little bit more, so they wouldn't be so like. I think she put too many restrictions on Halloween and spooky stuff to the point where like, and this happens a lot. Like with just like kids and adults. Sometimes like you're too restrictive. Whenever they can, they like jump on an opportunity to like go behind your back and do what they want.
And they go overboard.
They go overboard.
And that's what happens with Marnie.
Yeah.
And that's like, you're asking a kid, like, hey, don't jump on the couch or jump on the bed. You know what they're exactly going to do? You turn your back.
As soon as you're not there, I'm going to go find out why.
Yeah. It's the whole thing of like, you're teaching a kid not to touch the stove when it's hot. Well, they're going to find out why it's hot.
Yeah, and like, that's the one thing that like this movie, it kind of portrayed that like, and a lot of Disney movies and Disney shows did this. It like kind of portrayed like them disobeying their parents or like going behind their parents' back as like a main plot.
Yeah.
I like when I was younger it was fine, but like as an adult watching this, I'm sure parents, actual parents, because like we don't have any kids like yet or anything like that. But like as a parent watching that, you're like, I don't want that to be a main plot that my kids like. Oh, that's the reason they were able to become a hero is because disobeying their parents. Yay! Like what? Why is that?
And also Disney's fascination with single parent households.
Oh my gosh!
It's
The broken households were just a little too much.
I think at this point it's tradition in a Disney story, but I think it had something to do with Walt Disney only having a single parent home or something like that. I heard something about it like 3 years ago. I didn't know Zach was going to bring that up, so I had no way to know. So I didn't research it and figure like there's a reason. I think Walt Disney had a reason. It's also part of the. It's a major emotional thing to have to overcome.
And a lot of like, and I know it's a major something that kids have to overcome, and that's something that a lot of kids go through.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the one kind of like one of the different kind of things that kids go through that could be very traumatic, emotional, and stuff like that is things that deal with their parents being gone, being separated, and stuff like that. And that's like, I don't know, but I don't know why they choose like that all the time.
I agreed with Zach. I said I voted that they were both right, but they were also both wrong.
Right.
Aggie's right because they are half magical. They 100% had every right to know because whether you're Christian or not, everything is you have the free will to decide.
Right.
And the mom was taking away the free will. That's where the mom's wrong.
Right.
And the mom's right because they're her children. Now again, something happened to make mom not only turn away from Halloweentown, but her heritage, the holiday in general.
Yeah.
Like, and a little bit of it could be explained away that she met their dad at a Halloween party. I don't know if we find that out in the first or second movie. You find it out in one of them. This is the first one.
Yeah.
But she finds that she's crashing a Halloween party as a joke and then never goes back to Halloweentown.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's what's implied. Something else had to have happened.
Yeah.
Like, I know she fell in love with him, all that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know, man. Something happened, bro. Like,
Something had happened.
I don't know if it was she was running away from Calabar. I don't know, because it may not be that because she doesn't seem displeased to see Calabar in the first movie before they find out he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know, something happened, but her argument with they're half human can't be her only reason for keeping them there, because that only fuels the grandmother's argument. Right, they're half magic too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They deserve to make the choice. Now, is there a way to work it out? There is, because you can go through. I think it implied a week, 7 days in the time that one day goes by in the human world.
I think maybe when they're 13, she could have like taken them to Halloweentown and been like, "This is your heritage, and if you want to do this, that's great."
Yes, get a babysitter for the other two, and take Marnie. Now, I would say before 13, though.
But like they're kids. I understand you're saying they have a choice, but at the same time, they're kids. and they're very emotionally inept and can't make a lot. Like they can make their.
But that's why you introduce it when they're young,
Right.
and they learn about it and start learning. It's kind of like, I have to be careful with this. It's kind of like when somebody has, like when people are teaching their kids how to hunt, and they're teaching them the importance of gun safety. For it's just, that's the best example I've come up with how serious magic could be, because you can kill people with it.
Yeah.
But like you're teaching a kid gun safety, you take time. You don't just hand them a gun and take them to the woods.
Right.
They don't. I don't know if maybe some parents do that, but I seriously doubt it. You teach them the proper safety, the proper, all this different stuff, and teach them that it's responsibility that goes along with it. That's something they could have done with the kid, or she could have done with her kids and magic, and something I just thought about. Their dad may not have known she was a witch.
That's what I'm thinking. Like they should just like forego everything.
And until the dad died, that could be a good argument. But again, the movie doesn't give us that.
Yeah.
We just know that he died.
Yeah.
We don't know how much he knows about her. Cut this. I don't know how much he knows about her. Or where she comes from, if she has the powers. But at the same time, like, there is a way that it could have been worked out. It shouldn't have taken them fighting some egomaniac evil warlock for her to be like, oh yeah, what I do is important, or what I can do, it's important.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of her heel turn, but it was just like, come on.
Yeah.
The mom, and she doesn't learn her lesson and fully accept it. And you see that at the Halloween party at the beginning of the second movie.
Yeah.
Her and the grandma still having the same arguments from the first movie. That shouldn't still be happening.
Yeah, no, that's like there's a lot of toxic old but like behavior that a lot of people nowadays like don't understand how to deal with and don't deal with. A lot that like back in the day was like big plots and like all things that's like there's a lot of toxic behavior that's not great to teach people.
All right, Zach,
Yes.
what's your hot take?
That.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's been ready.
What's the-
That's why I asked him to
How
go.
long has it been?
It doesn't matter. A lot of it's getting cut out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of me drinking. There's a lot like me fixing my shorts, and this currently, stuff's getting cut out. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Cut this too.
Cut him. I don't know if I can do that.
No, I meant like this.
Anytime he's about to talk,
His
like
hot take that he's about to have.
be like that. It'd be like that TikTok. It'd be like that TikTok where it's like, "Hi, and it cuts to the wife." Every time he's about to talk, we'll do that with Zach and just cut to you.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyways, what's your hot take, Zach?
My hot take is that Sophie is the main character.
Yes.
That this is the person who, whenever Marnie's getting trained, they ignore her completely. She is the reason that they defeat Calabar in the first one, because she's the one who remembers the spell.
Yes.
Marnie's like, oh, I forgot. No. Sophie's like, girl, I got you. And everything. And then at the portal scene and everything, and one of the things that is negative, they're just like, we gotta do this spell together. They don't communicate what the spell is. They just happen to both know it.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
And like,
I thought that was weird when I watched the movie too.
it is. Okay, not that. I'm just the first part when like they zoom in and it's Sophie and she's like, someone's coming. That's very much main character energy.
Yeah.
She's always like, someone's coming.
It's
I'm like,
it's almost like they pivoted and decided not to make her because she's so young. I don't know. Again, I don't know. That's something I should have looked at, but I didn't know Millie was going to bring that up.
Exactly brought that.
No, I mean what you just said.
Oh yeah.
The how she has the main character energy,
And
even
like,
how the
moment.
movie.
She has a main character moment.
But she, for all intents and purposes, is the strongest witch in their family.
Yeah.
At least out of her and Marnie, I should say.
Yeah.
Like she's still, even though she's older, she's probably a little closer to Marnie's age from the first movie and the sequel. She still has somebody's coming. Marnie doesn't, like, she kind of feels that she's being spied on in her room when Cal's first looking in on her.
Yeah.
Which also very weird because, come on, it's a girl's room. Let's go. Stay out of there, you know? But anyways, but like, she doesn't have that sense. And I feel like Sophie having it is kind of a cue that she's stronger than Marnie.
And like, I agree because like
Just as far as
in the
talent or
first
magic.
movie when the kids decided to go to grandma's house, the grandma was like, someone's coming. So it kind of connects them
Mhm.
in that way of like both the grandma and Sophie have this strange magical sense that Marnie doesn't.
Yeah.
Like
And
it makes it.
is it purposeful that Marnie never says that, or do we just never see her say it for editing reasons or what have you? We don't know.
I feel like no, she's
Yeah.
not as powerful.
Yeah,
Also,
it's Sophie. She's the powerful one.
she's the powerful one. She's the one who found out about Alex, the frog guy, whatever.
Yes, she knew what he was.
She knew who he was, which got the mom on board, which helped save the human world. So basically, without Sophie, neither movie works.
You're
Leave a
right.
comment if you agree.
Yeah. I mean, that was
frog emoji if you agree.
that was my big hot take too. Was Sophie is Sophie's the more
Sophie and
powerful
Dylan.
character, and she should have been.
Nope, not Dylan.
Sophie and Dylan.
Literally, if Sophie was an only child, the movie would still be relevant.
And then my other, I already talked about. Calabar should have survived. Like, yes, they win to achieve the happy ending, but he should have survived and rolled over into the sequels somehow.
Mhm.
Whether it's what I discussed earlier or something else.
I never thought about that, but I could have seen that. The question is going to be though, how do you defeat both? Because it's a Disney Channel movie, you gotta have a happy ending. How do you defeat both at the end?
Well, Cal still would have ran away.
Okay.
And then Calabar would have done this whole, Thanos, I'll do it myself,
You just watched,
Yeah.
that movie.
And then of course the other one, Cal was whiny, even though he should have only been half the battle.
Because also, like I said earlier, he doesn't do anything. He turns creatures gray.
Yeah, he turns Halloweentown gray and turns them boring. And then his whole plan was not to fulfill his father's plans, even though that's what he says he's doing. But it's not, because he wanted to merge the worlds. His idea of merging the worlds is colonization, where he's just going to turn everybody into monsters. Like how colonizers would force tribes and all that to learn, or to Christianity.
Yeah.
Like, it's essentially the same setup.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to turn everyone into monsters, and then nobody can hate monsters, which, I mean, I see the logic behind thinking that, but it goes into my whole free will thing. Like, you can't just turn people into something.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to be included in the world so bad, but they wanted to control what it looked like. They didn't want a diplomatic, like, union, like.
Yeah, can you coexist?
They didn't want to coexist.
No, they don't want to coexist.
Control.
They wanted control, and they wanted humans out of the picture.
Yeah.
Which is why Aggie or whoever, I'm under the mindset, because of that throwaway line, that Aggie came up with this idea and people were behind
Yeah,
it.
because I think another time she's like, yeah, when we created Halloweentown, we wanted
It's
a peaceful place
something
to
she
be.
says we. It's a throwaway thing, but she insinuates she helped found Halloweentown. That's kind of the book that I'm about to talk about. Like, I think she kind of created that out of nowhere because, Gwen goes, don't tell him about home. She goes, I won't. Let me read you this book about Halloweentown.
And now, when she did that made me so mad. I was like, that is such manipulation.
Yeah, I meant to bring that up when you were
That's
talking
so
about.
And then, like, the picture of Marnie.
Yeah, making Marnie on the cover.
Grandma makes you
Or not the cover, the the picture of her flying
Yeah,
the broom.
like flying the broom, and the look the mom, like not the mom, the grandma gets, and she's like, that looks like me. The grandma goes, does it? And she makes it.
Does it though?
She's like, I was like, I just got bad vibes. I was like, this is icky. The way she's acting is icky. I don't like it. It's manipulative. I understand you want them to know about it, but the best way to go about it is convince the mom first.
Yeah.
And that will help get you to like.
There was a plan that could have been made, but they would not talk about it because something happened to Gwen that she's not bringing up. Anyways.
Call you out, Disney. Make a prequel.
Fun facts. Did you find any fun facts?
Oh, no.
Did you?
No. I mean, you're probably going to get into it, but two of the characters are married to each other.
Quit stealing my thunder.
That's why I just said you're getting into
Anyways, mine were, the funnest fact was, yes, Marnie does end up with Cal because Kimberly Brown ended up dating and marrying, what was his name? Daniel Counts. I didn't want to call him the wrong name. Daniel Counts. They later got together and got married in real life. They just got married.
I think they have a funny TikTok.
Yeah, that's how I found out about it. Was TikTok. And then also you can visit Halloweentown because you can go to St. Helens, Oregon around Halloween. They do it up just like in the movie.
No.
I don't know if they do it every single year, but I've seen that they do it big on Halloween because it's this filming location, Halloweentown. I'm not 100% if they put the pumpkin there and all that every year, but I know that they do that in some way, shape, or form. Last section, does it book? It is not from an actual book because they created a book for the movie that they did sell for a while, but now there's only one copy left. Unless you still have it. Unless you bought it back then and still have it, there's only one copy of the book and Kimberly Browning has it. Or Kimberly Brown, not Browning. Kimberly Brown has it. I guess Kimberly counts. I don't know. I don't know if she took his name or not. But anyways, Marnie, she has it.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Unless she sold it, but I don't think she did because that's like her big, Halloweentown is super big for her. But anyways, it is a true Disney Channel original. Where'd it go? There it is. A picture book titled Halloweentown was specifically created for the film. It is not for sale anymore. It was a collaborative effort. I still probably didn't say that right. Between Larry Meelam, who did the illustrations, and then it was used as a prop, and then a replica was made, and that's what they sold, but they don't make them anymore. Marnie has the only one. But the movie itself came from a question that a producer was asked by their child. She was producing a movie, and her kid asked, where do monsters go when it's not Halloween anymore? And so that's where the idea first started kind of churning for this movie. So it doesn't book, but it does technically have a source creation. Very last thing, final thoughts. I'll do mine first. Unless you didn't do one. Did you do one, Zach? Oh, you had more of a statement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my question, since this was made in the 90s, if we were in the universe of Halloweentown today, not in a movie, but like say it was real, today, could there be coexisting or the same prejudices keep them separate? Prejudices and fear. Keep them separate. Keep the monsters away.
I think it'd be the same.
You think it'd be the same? Because a lot of prejudice today still exists that should be gone.
Yeah.
I guess that was kind of a softball question, wasn't it? Anyways, Millie, did you have one? Final thought question? Yeah, I see it.
We'll get it.
What is that?
It's a mosquito.
That's
That is not a mosquito. If that was a mosquito, we'd be in trouble.
Not a mosquito, but
That's like a
wasp.
wasp.
Yeah. I don't know where it came from.
Alright, finish her. No.
Sorry.
What's your final thought that you came up with?
Final thoughts are I love these movies. They're very nostalgic and very wholesome. Fall and Halloween, and I love watching them. It's just that I haven't watched them in a really long time. Like it's not something that every Halloween I watch Halloweentown. I want to.
You just never do.
Never get around to it. But this year it's I feel like it really got me into the fall mood more than other movies usually do because it's so nostalgic. But yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah, whenever I was watching it, I got the fall stuff out of the garage, but we just didn't feel like putting it up the other day, so it's just kind of still sitting in the tote in the living room. Jessica wasn't home, but I was watching and doing notes, and I stopped the movie, and I went and got our big pumpkin that has an H on it, and I put it in there while I was watching that movie.
It got me excited to start, the holidays.
And like I said earlier, I turned my LED lights orange. I went and got that pumpkin, and I watched that movie. Okay, we're gonna end this because there is danger in their living room.
There's a wasp.
All right, town meeting adjourned. Goodbye.